YouTube, it is me, Daniel, and I'm here practicing my first video. I just wanted to talk to you guys a couple seconds, or a couple minutes actually, about some stuff. Recently I've joined YouTube. I do not have any subscribers yet. Nobody has looked at my videos, but I am wanting to get onto YouTube. There are going to be more posts about this pretty soon. And keep you guys all updated on stuff like that. Just to get to the main part, I just wanted to join YouTube to have a fun experience, see what it's like to be a vlogger, that type of thing. This is going to be like my very first video, so it isn't going to be as long as I thought it was going to be. But I just wanted to go over to a couple things about you guys and, give my thoughts and opinions on different kinds of things and stuff like that. So we're just going to get right into it. Alright YouTube, I am back. This is Daniel, and I'm actually here going to be talking to you about thoughts and opinions today. So, without any further ado, let's get right into the video. If you're not subscribed already, make sure that you subscribe and hit that like button. Again, this is my first video, so we're going to see how this goes. Now, usually I talk about, in general, with opinions and stuff like that about the internet and what's happening all over, but we ain't going to do that today. We're not going to do that today. We are going to talk about the situations that have been happening in real life. Now, you see, I've known this kid who has been bullied for like his entire life, and he's like me. He has a different way at learning at things. And I was being the best friend that I could be, and I was helping him out. He was struggling in school with his work, and I was there. I helped him out. He eventually got really sick and ended up in the hospital. And I had talking with his mother, and she had told me that he has been sick for a while, and nobody knew. Like, this kid, he would act like everything is just so fine. And, he always acted like there was nothing wrong with him, so nobody really saw that he was sick. And so his mother had told me that he had been in the hospital because his body temp keeps rolling up. And I'm just like, wow, that's really sad. It overheated his body, and he ended up dehydrating himself, and he ended up having a seizure, and they kept him for like over 72 hours in the hospital, just checking up on him, making sure that he was okay. He had a hard time remembering things, and like nobody knew what was going on. And so we all go to the hospital, and the nurse there, she's like, you can visit with him, but not for long, because he needs his sleep. So we're like, okay, yeah, cool, we understand. I actually go in there, and I touch his hand, and it just feels like it was so cold, like I couldn't even describe to you the feeling of his hand. It was like putting your hand in the freezer, like in a walk-in freezer, and he just had no heat to him. He was pale in the face. He just looked all scrounged up, wasn't looking good. And I had helped him. And, what the funny part is about it is that he's always helped me. And, I've never asked for anything in return. I've never, taken him for granted. he was just always there for me. He was such a great friend. And he he ended up getting really sick, and we were in the hospital, and we were talking to his mother, and his mother said that we are the reason why he kept fighting, because he had lost hope. Um, he didn't want to be around anymore just because of the way people were judging him. And, you know, I totally get it. I've been judged my whole life. It doesn't bother me anymore. Um, but coming from his perspective, it does bother him because he doesn't understand why people don't like him. And, you know, I've explained to him that not everyone is going to like everyone. And that's just how it is. It's a simple thing. They're not going to like you. Um, you know, if you be yourself and you be the best you could be, the right people are going to like you for all the right reasons. And that's the way that I look at it. That's the way that everyone should look at it. And I'm not telling anyone how to live their life. I'm not here to, like, pass judgment on anyone. I'm just simply here to, like, speak my word. And, you know, I feel like I wasn't there enough for him. Even though I did all these things for him, I still felt like deep down inside it wasn't enough. He eventually ended up passing away. He had a disease that was deteriorating his bones, and he was striving to thrive. He wouldn't eat, or he would eat, but he wouldn't gain anything off of it. He would lose weight. He was dangerously skinny. Um, the doctors had given up on him. His mother wasn't giving up on him. They just didn't know what else to do. I mean, they were poking and prodding and all this other stuff, you know, trying to figure out what was wrong. And they couldn't find anything. And so they basically threw in the towel. And he passed away in his sleep around 3 in the morning. He said that about, like, at 2:45, or it was around 2:45 to something like that, that he had a hard time breathing. He felt really, really hot again. Um, there was just, like, foam coming out of his mouth. It was not the kind of day that I wanted to have. I'd had actually left the hospital before he passed away, because, and, you know, like, it eats me up inside, because, one, I didn't get to say goodbye to him. Two, I feel like we could have been there for him more. And I just hope that, you know, he's okay where he's at now, and that he's not hurting anymore, and that people love and miss him, and he'll always be remembered. And that's just the way it is. Like, we can't let ourselves I'm sorry, guys. I just really wish I had more to say. um But anyway, he was such a really good friend. And, you know, he'll be loved and missed. And, you know, just every day that goes by, we don't think of him. Because we think of him every single day. He just made our lives a whole lot better. And he was just this nice and genuine person. And, you know, like, I really wish the world had got to see what kind of person he was. And they didn't even get the chance to do that. But anyway, I think this is going to be the end of my first video. If you guys want more, leave comments. I'll be posting a lot more videos here when I have time and stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be part of the YouTube community now. Alright, thanks for hearing my thoughts and opinions. This is Daniel signing off.